Welcome back to another episode of FCM. You already know what time it is. It's looking a bit different. We're in the Matrix, but we start to deliver the show. There's been a lot going on, but that doesn't mean that we can't come to work. Of course, through the Matrix, my boy Culture Cams is in the building, fresh back for Match for Hope, but he has little hope left. He's a broken man. And of course, your host, the most Maze in the building, Fuad, is not back from Qatar yet, hence why we're doing it virtually. But listen, man, before we go any further, like, share, subscribe, algorithm, super important, super important. We appreciate all the love for the love for the support, love for the follows, love for the comments. Let's get into it, man. We witnessed the Hell Clasico, El Dodico, whatever you want to call it. But before we even get into that, listen, if your team got a dub this weekend, hold tight the 3-point collectors, whoever you are. I think that's very important. Cam, clap. Clap for them. Clap for them. Hold tight the participants. And let's get into it, man. As the title says, Manchester United are 15th. 14 plus 1. 20 minus 5. Culture Cams. What is going on? 15th.
15th is beyond unbelievable. It's beyond it now. Maze, 15th. 15th. Nah, this is. We're lucky that Wolves had Liverpool today. We're actually lucky that Wolves had Liverpool today. Like this is crazy. The fact that we're where we are in the table at the moment is beyond a joke. It's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, when you're now like not even really taking interest in the football match anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like you're reaching that point where you're just doing other things. I was like cleaning up and stuff while Man United are playing.
Bro, some of my boys were
that's how bad it is. Like I have no interest. When you have no real interest in seeing what is going on. But obviously, I tapped in. I watched the game, obviously. But listen, I've got a lot to say today, man. I've got a lot to say. But for that one today, I don't want to hear about injuries. I don't want to hear about nothing like that. Today, for me, it was just a simple disgrace, man. It was just a simple disgrace. And in this instance, listen, I'll be honest. You have to look at the manager. In this case, bro, you have to look at the manager. You can't run away from it. You have to. 0 substitutions until the 91st minute and brought on Chido. If I was Chido, I might have even said, bro, I don't want this to go under my debut name, bro. I'm trying to make history on my debut. That's what I would really say, because bringing him on with 2 minutes to go is a disgrace, bro. Not making a sub only because they're kids or whatever. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You have got to make some subs and try and influence this game. Man United is all meant to be about youth, courage, success. That's literally the motto. And you're just saying you're not going to play none of them. Because of that, you're putting Casemiro. Like, this is the thing. Like, Casemiro is clearly having a mare as well. Do you know what I mean? You're clearly having a mare. You look at that game state. He had to make changes, bro. He had to make changes. And for me, this is the first game. So you see, like, I'm give people grace, but this is the first game where I'm like, this guy might be a bust. This gaffer might not know what he's doing, bro. He might not know what he's doing. I've got to be honest, bro. Like the quality on show, lads. We know I have spoken so much. I've spoken about the quality of Manchester United for 3 years. It's not good enough. But is the structure good enough? Is he showing any innovation? Has he improved any player? Is there a player that Amorim has improved? I don't know. I don't think there is. And then when you're doing decisions like this, not making any substitutions, you're concerning me now, bro. I'm massively, because what is it? 8 losses in the last 12 games, 7 losses in 11, maybe 8 and 12.
He's got 8 and 12.
Let's have it right. let's have it right. That's sack worthy. Let's just have it right. Let's just be honest. That is sack worthy. If he got sacked tomorrow, I don't think there's any fan that could say what is going on. Like, this is mad. He shouldn't have. 8 losses in 12. That's a relegation team. 8 losses in 12. If Man United were losing games but peppering the opposition, like, listen, we're going to talk probably a little bit about Chelsea in a bit, which we will. But the reason why I was kind of giving Poch a bit of grace is because when I was watching Chelsea, I was like, well, Jackson's missing loads of chances. Like, you guys are actually attacking. Like, give him a... Can we say that under Amorim? Can we actually say that? Cam, 8 losses in 12. The biggest. Can we say that the performances are unlucky? I'm just saying, you got to ask these questions.
The biggest indictment for me under Amorim, we say it all the time, United is not the most perfect location for anyone. And he's sticking to his philosophy and what he wants to do. That's completely fine. But if you are tanking the team in the process, how do you expect people to buy into what you're trying to do? And what I find super interesting is David Moyes has picked up more points in the time he's been with Everton than Amorim's picked up with United. You guys go to Everton next. Everton could most likely probably beat you and stretch the league.
Man said probably and most likely. Everton will.
Everton will beat you. So now you have a situation where I wouldn't say their floor of players is better than yours. I wouldn't say Beto's a better striker than the strikers you've got, but David Moyes has Beto scoring goals. And I think it's very important because we can talk about managerial things and whatnot, but you have to look at the context of the season. This game was a game where Ange has been under a lot of pressure. I wouldn't call it a Sakako because really and truly, I don't think anyone's going to get sacked after this game. But it's one of those games where whoever wins this, it turns the tide a little bit and the other person gets immense pressure. And I don't think Amorim put his best foot forward. I think he's invited a lot of pressure on himself with his tactical decisions today and his lack of not actually implementing anyone from the bench. It would have been better for him to put subs on in the 60th, 70th minute and you lot got peppered and he said, you know what? We gave it everything that you've had a try. It showed no courage. It showed no willingness to try something else. And most importantly, you're saying it's the first game. I think a lot of United fans probably saw loads of other games before, but it's definitely the game where collectively as a fan base, he's going to feel a difference. He's going to feel a difference. You know, when he was complaining about being in England and having to do press conferences, he's not ready for what they're loading. What? The overlap on Monday. Overlap. Monday Night Football. Talksport. He's not ready for what's happening this week. I don't think he put himself in good grace. That's not what you do under the cosh.
I personally think like it's when I look at it, right, it's like, as you just mentioned, right, you got to put yourself in the best position. If Man United are going to fail and you're a manager, the way you're going to want to do it, now, no one is saying the quality is amazing, but the way you're going to want to do it is by your coaching to be showing its good head, chances flying in to the point where you want it to be like, lads, look at the players that I've got. Look at the tools I'm working with. Like, come on, what can I do? Look at the tools I'm working with. But the problem is, I'm looking at it and I'm like, can we say it's all the tools? Can we say it's the tools? Because decisions like this today, for me, is like, it's beyond it. It's beyond it. 2 minutes to go, you bring on a change in a game which was flat, which wasn't, we needed a spot. We needed something. Youth players can do that. I know they're youth players. I know a lot of people haven't seen these young players, but young players, we've seen it with Marcus Rashford when he broke through. We saw it in Garnacho when he broke. This is Man United. We've seen it our whole life. If you're a Man United fan, you have seen a young player at a point come and save the club or come and make an impact. I've seen it my whole time. We saw it in a title race with Makeda. We have seen it. For him to just sit down there makes me think, yo, bro, are you self-sabotaging, bro? I'm being dead serious. It's making me think, are you bro, you're laughing, bro. Maze, I started wondering, does this guy care, bro? I started wondering, does he care? I'm seeing Ange make change after change. This guy's sitting there. And at one point, he was like this. He wasn't watching the game, bro. He was yo. I was
He's
like,
moving
bro,
like you. He's
bro,
not
you
watching.
can't give this figure. You as a Man United manager, and don't get me wrong, I've seen him. He goes on his knees and he's always looks down and all that type of stuff. But this one was looking like, am I defeated here or something? Like he's fed up. And I'm thinking, bro, you can't be fed up. You're the one that has to G these players up. You're the one that has to get these guys up. So this is massively, massively concerning. And listen, a lot of people think that if you speak about managers, you want them out, blah, blah. For me, it's beyond I want him in, I want him out. I just want to see you do something. I just want to see results, because short-term results is what, forget about the process, forget about long-term manager. You have to get results in the short term in order to become a long-term manager. There's never been a long-term manager. You can't just lose your way into becoming a good team. You're going to have to get short-term results. You're going to have to get breathing space. Okay, not a great season, but I've got myself some breathing space. Now can I get some of my players? And I'm very much, even the way when I talk about Ten Hag, when I turned on Ten Hag was when I saw all his signings were not hitting. That's when I turned on him. If anyone looks at my timeline with Ten Hag, it's when the signings weren't hitting. And Dorgu looks a decent player, looks all right, but you were brought in to be an attacking wing back, which is basically like another winger. Why am I seeing Dorgu fighting for his life defensively in the back five? If you can't profile the signings that you're signing, that's when I will start being like, now I'm getting worried, because we want to give this guy 200 million, 300 million, or whatever fans want, whatever we want in the summer. I'm going to look at how he profiles Dorgu from now until the end of the season. If I'm still seeing Dorgu in a back five fighting for his life, only gradually getting up when he can, and he's not in these attacking positions, then I'm going to be massively worried, bro. I'm going to be massively worried, honestly. I always look at manager signings. That's one of the main things for me, a manager signing.
I hear you, man. For
Recruitment's
the sake of
everything.
I got this super chat from J. Ritchie Pre, which says poor game management, but it's not all on the manager. The finishing was poor.
I agree. The finishing was poor, but with some of those things that we did, like, were they really beautifully crafted chances and stuff? I remember one of them, we booted it long. Ben Davies is running, facing this way. The ball is that way. I'm like, brother, turn around. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And we get a chance out of that.
I like
the ball up there. You know what I mean?
I liked the Garnacho move, but he should do better there. But I mean, I've come to expect that sort of finish from Garnacho. You know? So yeah, no, I mean, it's not. I think this is the problem, right? Managers are only as good as their tools, right? That's true. But a skilled manager can use a dodgy tool to still complete a job. You know that sometimes when like you've got something wrong in your house and the tradesman comes over and goes, I ain't got the right thing, but that should hold the radiator for about 2 weeks. I'm not seeing that with Amorim. I'm not seeing him implement anything that makes people go, okay. That is
Spurs.
What we need to see.
Mate, Spurs beat us 3 times in a row this season.
Yep. They did you home and away. And under pressure, you know. And under pressure. Imagine Roy Keane came out. Bro, Roy Keane came out and spoke all of that on James Maddison, your legend. Only for James Maddison to do. It's a mess. And now you're 15th. And Everton can go 3 points more clear above you guys. It is a mess. It is bad. And again, we've said it tongue in cheek, but you're actually lucky that there's teams worse than you in the league. We have to be so serious now. If this was like maybe
promoted teams, other than the 3 promoted teams, can you confidently say this current Manchester United is, and even the 3 promoted teams, we had a sluggers versus Ipswich, we had sluggers versus Southampton, and I can't remember our fixtures with Leicester, in all honesty. Oh, wait, we just had to beat Leicester by offside goal in the FA Cup. I was there. What am I talking about? I was literally there. We had to slug and cheat our way through beating Leicester, the 3 teams that just got promoted. So if you're actually serious, I looked at our the problem is though, right? I looked at our underlying numbers last season. We were 15th place in our underlying numbers last season. We overperformed our level last season in terms of, I mean, to finish 8th.
Bro,
We
it's
were
balancing
15th out. We balanced it out. Now we just even the books. But the thing is, that's what Amorim is here for. You're meant to at least be like, okay, that's a mess. Let me just get you guys to like here. Well, I'm not going to get you to top 4, but let me get you to like here. But he's really just came and just leveled it out. You know what I mean? So it's really bad. The team is shocking. But also Amorim has to do a lot more. Today felt like a cop out. Does anybody know what he said? Does anybody know what he said in the press conference or after the game? I haven't seen it. So if anyone's got the quotes, please drop it in here. But
whilst those quotes come up, let me read this by Ronnie Dodge. It says, Ruben ignoring the academy, our DNA is cowardly. I agree, man. I agree. That's a sucker punch for United fans. Because it's kind of like, this is the one thing that we live for. That we live for.
I'll be honest, when the injuries happened, I was like, yo, listen, this season's is a mess anyway, right? Yeah. So I was like, let's see. Maybe a kid can come and excite the fans. Maybe something, you never know when a hero comes along. You never know when a hero's coming. You know what I mean? You really never know. It could just be 4 kids out there and something gets going.
Yeah.
The fact that he just deflated us that way and just didn't bring one of them on, I can't lie. That I wrote on my group chat. I said that was genuinely gut wrenching, bro. I was watching it like, and my stomach was churning. Like I was like, this is unbelievable, bro. This is unbelievable. That's the one that I wasn't feeling, man.
Let me read these 2 more super chats, and then we'll speak about Chelsea. It's only right we share this pain session. GD says, turn his TV off. This manager played Manu at the 9, 90 minutes with no subs. Is he just trying to send a message to the board? If he's trying to send a message to the board are probably looking and thinking, por favor, like, what do you want me to do? Like, if you can't do anything,
it's just going to be you sacked. That's what the message is going to be.
Oh, man. Big up Natty Boy. His 20th super chat. He says, LVG, Mourinho, ETH have all had war chest to spend. It won't be a coincidence. The managers aren't the common denominators. It's everything around them. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, man have got to deliver. You get me? So
the funny thing is, though, Man United fans do give a lot of grace to managers when it comes to this because we're so aware of the Glazers and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I do think Man United fans have been patient with a lot of managers. I truly do. So I get what the guy is saying. Absolutely. I know what he's saying. But that's why I'm always saying recruitment's the most important thing. I don't think our recruitment has been good enough in the last 10 years. However, you can't ignore when you're seeing some nonsense. That's the thing. You can't ignore it.
Facts. Let's speak about Chelsea, man. This time we got left, bro. Let me not lie to you. This might be the first time since the Chelsea United Champions League final that we lost that I've nearly cried about football. I was so close to tears because I sat down here and I thought to myself, we went to the same stadium twice in 7 days. Conceded 5, bro. I don't know if anyone in the chat has ever been to the Amex before. It's not the most easiest place to get to. The train afterwards, it's very packed. It's very cold in that stadium. It's like there's no like buildings. Like in like Spurs Stadium, there's buildings around. It's very cold. So all of my Chelsea away fans that were doing that, you went to like imagine Monopoly, yeah, and like you buy stuff on someone. And they're still like taking pocket money for you every single week. Bro, we went there, lost twice. FA Cup, all right, cool. You're focusing on top 4. Then you get blamed 3-0. Bro, I was so close to tears. Because
have they beat you 3 times this season as well?
I can't remember the other fixture. It's definitely twice. Bro, I was so close to tears. Bro, remember that iconic clip? Brighton and them, man. That's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Brighton are taking our pocket money, bro. Bro, we pulled up there 3-0 zip.
What about you got give me freedom, give me fire, give me Sancho, lift me higher. Celebration is around us. You got him though, bro. And how did it go? When the waving flag.
Give me freedom.
And you got that though.
Bro, listen. What that match showed me, yeah, is we can talk about sporting directors, we can talk about managers. Listen, if people are not up for it, they're not up for it. The manager was not up for it, the players are not up for it. If you speak to Brighton fans, they'll tell you we took the core of their team. They've missed that experience all year. I'm seeing Belima battle Caicedo. The replacement is battering the OG version. I said, yeah, good night. I'm seeing Matoma. Have you ever watched Blue Lock? I'm seeing Matoma score goals from Blue Lock. Anime goals. Just, it's mad. It's like, at what point do we just accept that this Chelsea thing up until now, it's not. Nah.
Is it a failure? Is Clear Lake so far a failure? If you could give Clear Lake a rating out of 10, Maze, a rating out of 10, Clear Lake as thus far as Chelsea owners.
Thus far, from a footballing perspective, thus far, I can't give anything higher than a 5. We have not won anything. We're not any closer than we were before. When people say that, oh, but we haven't finished in the top 4 in the last few years, does that mean that being back where we should be is an achievement? No, we failed those years. So being back where we should be that's not hooray. That's where we should be. We have been failing. They've done multiple different approaches. First, it was sign the older players. That didn't work. So sell the Koulibalys and whatnot. Then now sign young. Footballing wise, it has not been a success. Now, if you want to say like strategic wise, having a portfolio of young players, decreasing the wage book, maybe that is a success. But as much as I like business, I'm a football fan first and foremost. We can talk business another time. When it's FCM, it's about football. Football. We are not any closer than we were before. I thought there was a glimmer this season where we were. I thought there was a change. And to the conversations we've had, I saw the mentality towards it. Now we're not in a title charge. Now we're not pushing forward. 2 months later, I was told I didn't need to finish in the top 4 this season. Excuse me?
Yeah,
so what are we doing here? What are we doing here? If you're not supposed to finish in the top 4, what are you doing? What are we actually doing here?
Well, it's kind of crazy that how long it's actually, that Champions League win, honestly, like, obviously Champions League win is massive, innit? Like, that's the pinnacle of club football. So congratulations. But like, it's crazy how long it's been since Chelsea have been a league threat. 2016, obviously, 16-17 was your last title, and we're approaching 2025 or 2025, 26. Obviously, you're not going to do it. But we're approaching 26-27 season, 10 seasons, the 10th season since you won it. And incredible, bro.
And you got to remember about what we always talk about. There was a time where it was Chelsea United, Chelsea City. We're not involved in any conversations. Imagine going from that, and now the conversations are, can we have a better portfolio than Brighton? I'm sorry. What's going on?
We're approaching 25, 26. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But now we're having conversations about, we've gone from, can we compete for the title, to net spend, wage cost, portfolio.
Oh, mate, I don't think teams want to, like, not only Chelsea, like, I don't think I'm starting to feel, and look, yeah, Man United fan, Chelsea fan, so we're going to sound like we're just saying it, but like, it doesn't feel like teams want to win anymore, bro.
No.
It doesn't feel like teams want to win. It feels like everyone wants to clean the books, and it doesn't feel like teams' priority is to win anymore, bro. And then you got a lot of fans will turn around and say, oh, yeah, well, we got these players, they're jokers, and we got Noni, and we got these guys, they're not serious about football. But like, it's like, are the owners serious about football? Like, it stems from the top, as we always say. You know what I mean? I just don't know, man. Just don't feel like when I'm looking at Chelsea, like, do they want to win? Like, for me, the only team that ever feel like they want to win, Liverpool are doing great at the moment. No, obviously, no. I'm talking about in the Prem at the moment. It's Man City. Like, Man City took an L this season and said, what? 250 million in January. And then they're still going to go again. Liverpool, we will see with Liverpool, because Liverpool might win a lot this season. But then they're saying, should we renew Salah? Should we renew? Bro, a team that want to win ain't saying that, bro. A team that want to win are saying, Salah, brother, you know what? We're actually going to overpay. You may want a 4-year contract, but do you know what? We're going to overpay you for just 2 years because, bro, we don't want you when you're 34. but we'll overpay you. So that's middle ground. You want a longer contract? That's what I think a team that want to win would do.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of teams, and that's why I have to put Liverpool included. It's like, do teams want to win, bro? Arsenal, no signing in January. Like, do teams want to win, bro? It only feels that Manchester City in this league want to win, bro. That's just.
I'll say this, because of time and everything. We don't always hear from owners, but put it this way: let's talk global football. Whenever you hear from Don Perez, what are you hearing? Stick talk, Champions Leagues. We want to win. We are the best. When you hear from like the Barcelona people and whatnot, it's always about, we'll pull whichever economic lever we need to. We want to establish ourselves as a power. When you hear from Tiki and all of these guys, it's like there's a brand of football. We want to do something. When Roman was in power at Chelsea, it was, I am going to win at all costs. So sometimes it's clear as day what's actually happening. Sir Jim I've heard from Sir Jim is balancing the books. I've not heard about wanting to win. I've heard about, let's try and go back a few years. A few years, you guys weren't winning. Daniel Levy, I'm not hearing anything about winning.
I don't feel like, bro, honestly, it feels like teams don't want to win, but I don't know, innit? Like, listen, as I said, might sound crazy because Liverpool obviously are winning and they deserve to win. But even them, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're getting the right message from the owners, should I say. The manager, the fans, the players, they want to win. They're elite. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like you're getting the right message. But it only feels like Man City. Man City release a documentary every season. They release their Inside City or whatever it is every year. That Caldoon brothers, bro, when I'm watching it, I'm like, I'm ready to win. I'm watching him saying, I'm about to go win in the kitchen, bro. I'm about to go win in the playground. Bro, wherever, I'm about to go and win, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't know.
You see, when we talk about managers, we say that the manager's attitude, the players will reflect that. So like if Maresca's coming out and saying that, top 4 is not priority, what's he been told? It all stems from one place. And that's where I think sometimes as football fans, what happens is there's loads of like conflation of different points and multiple things can be true. There's not one trigger to all of this. But if the whole identity of a club is not going in the right direction, then what do you expect? I think Spurs at the moment are the best example of it. Like off the field, one of the most best success stories you ever see. We've got Beyonce doing like 7 dates, Kendrick Lamar, all of this type of stuff. But when has Daniel Levy come out and said, I want to win a Premier League? He hasn't. Therefore, when you see them, they'll get happy about being at Manchester United, having not won at home for 8 games. But that's as good as it gets for them. Do you get where I'm coming from? That is where football is at the moment. And I'm not about to break down how there's no money in winning trophies anymore. But this is where our game is now, man.
Yeah.
But sorry, not to detract as well. That's why I don't like what people did for the Everton fans. Because when you're not winning anything, you have to hold on to the moments. That last minute equalizer is like a trophy to them. Do you get
it's the last game at Goodison as well. Exactly, I mean, it's the last game at Goodison. So it's one of them ones where I understand it. And that was a crazy moment as well. Like, that was lit. It's the way Tarkowski banged it in as well. Like if Tarkowski just did a tap in, he roofed it like this. He said, Goodison, this is for you.
Bro, he did the Jagielka, He did the Jagielka. Listen, that's my champ of the week. Same champ.
I liked it. Yeah, no, the whole. I like the derby. I liked that derby. That was good.
I've got a dud of the week. My dud of the week is whoever Speed, chopped with that touch is my dud.
Oh,
because
but you know what? Man City as well beating Newcastle 4-0. Guys, we can't get into it too long because we agree with it's a really short one today. A lot of commitments have gotten in the way, and of course Fuad isn't here as well. But I'm gonna be on my channel at some point as well, and we will catch up on everything next week as well. But I'll talk about Qatar. I'll talk about Qatar soon as well. That was it's Danny Aaron's that he chopped. It was Danny Aaron's. But first and foremost, Danny Aaron's looked like he was trying to get a red card anyway. I don't know what he was off the ground, way off the ground. But listen, we're gonna have to wrap it up. We're gonna have to wrap it up
as well, hat trick. But listen, there'll be more stuff coming out. This is a very short episode. We just didn't want to not leave you guys with anything. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. Check out Kam's channel. wrap up of Qatar and all this stuff will be there. And listen, we'll be back next week. We'll address a lot more stuff in detail. We just didn't want to leave you guys without nothing. So big up, love, power, respect, and we speak to you all soon. Peace.